Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. First of all, if you guys could please smash that like button, leave a comment down below. It really helps the video become viewable to people who haven't subscribed yet, and helps our channel get more subscribers. So if you guys could leave a comment down below, anything, doesn't matter what it is, it really helps the channel out. If not, don't worry about it. Appreciate you guys watching. Liking the video also helps, so that's a pretty simple one to do. So I really appreciate anybody that's liking the video. Just click the thumbs up on anything you watch. I really appreciate it, guys. It's Tuesday morning. We're back in the shop. Now yesterday we got this 2017 Nissan Frontier in. It came in for a collision repair and it was an insurance claim. So someone hit them, put a big crease in their fender and a couple dents down here and busted their mirror. Now their mirror's sitting right here in the garbage. So it broke their lens out, cracked the housing. You can see it's pretty shot. There's no fixing that, no coming back. Mirrors are pretty cheap. So anyways, there are different mirrors. There's heated mirrors, power mirrors, manual mirrors. So you have to make sure you get the right one. These were power mirrors, but non-heated. So ordered the right one, of course. It is back here. Brand new mirror. I already took it out of the box, just set it back here so it's ready to be installed. Now, I already did the repair, so you guys didn't get to see the damage, but it's already repaired and put in high build primer. So it's ready to be prepped. Now you can see I have the blend panel ready. Now we get, since the primer's so close to the next panel, if we refinish this panel all the way to here, our color might be a night and day difference. You know, it could be a shade lighter or a shade darker. So we use this panel, right here's our blend panel, to step out our blend while making our paint a little more transparent each time as well. So we'll either come into the front part of the door or sometimes we'll refinish a little further depending on the color. But chances are here we're just gonna come in a little bit into the door to make our color match. So anyways, this is our blend panel. We removed our driver's side door handle and we also removed our power mirror to get it out of the way. We won't install the new one until after paint. So with a big crease here, we went ahead and stripped the paint down to bare metal. We did some dent pulling and we refinished it with finished it with some body filler, and then we put it in a sandable high build primer. So I was just getting started on the job yesterday and the customer reached out to me and asked if I could call him. So I went ahead and called him and he asked me to check out the back side of the vehicle, that he had some rust pits and a dent as well on the back side of the vehicle. So he was referring to the truck bed, both sides. These beds kind of flare out right here, as you can see. So over time it was getting hit with rock chips, lots of rocks and chips, and it was real rusty. So I noticed the frame and the suspension looks a little rusty too, so I'm not sure where this vehicle's from. I'm not sure if it's an Alaska car. I'm not sure if it's a you know, it's out of Colorado or Canada, but it's pretty rusty. So anyways, we went ahead and stripped the paint there. We had a little ding there, so we went ahead and fixed that at the same time. There is chip guard down here, so there is kind of a texture still down here, which I didn't, you know, strip the chip guard because we are going to reapply chip guard over our existing chip guard. And we'll probably apply chip guard back here as well to make it all match. You can see the chip guard. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but there's like a textured finish underneath the paint. It just kind of protects, not necessarily the paint. The paint can still get chipped, but it protects the steel itself from rusting out like a lot of old vehicles do. So just something that is on a lot of vehicles these days, especially trucks and SUVs. So we went ahead and put the front lower part, the dog leg or so, I guess you could call it, of the bed in high build primer. Nothing really on the back on this side, so we'll just be blending. On this side, someone had hit them in a parking lot, so there was a big softball sized dent here. So you can see we already fixed that, put it in high build primer. We also had, it looked like at some point the rear bumper had gotten hit and got pushed into the back of the bed, which put a dent here and here where it touched. It got pushed in. Now the bumper really wasn't damaged. It looked good still. It was probably about a 1/4 inch closer to this side than the other side. Probably had about a 3/4 inch gap on one side and about a half, about a half an inch to a quarter inch on this side. So it was a little bit tighter. I pulled on it a little bit and it actually bent out a little bit. So it's pretty even on both sides now. So the bumper itself's okay. They didn't even probably notice that, but I went ahead, since we were fixing this, it was nice to get the bumper out of the way for both sides, as well as fix these two existing dents as well. So we were, he asked to fix that in the front of the the front rust spots on the bed, but we went ahead and did this and this as well. There was also a little ding here he didn't mention, and more rock chips here, of course. So anyways, we went ahead and fixed that. I don't like painting over dents, guys, so anytime we're painting a panel, unless it's a blend area, of course I'm not gonna fix a dent, because then we gotta paint the next panel probably too, so it would increase the cost a lot. But I try not to paint over any dents and damage if I don't have to. But anyways, we are gonna be refinishing this entire bedside, and we'll probably blend the other side. I don't see any reason to recoat the entire other side, and then of course we'll refinish the fender. So we're gonna paint this entire bedside here. We're gonna blend the front of that bedside there, and we are going to refinish this fender and blend into this door. Now, my chip guard that I got might not be the same texture as this vehicle, so I may or may not snap a line here and refinish the chip guard on this part as well. Which would mean I have to apply some color there. So I'm still kind of deciding whether or not our texture is going to match, or does it really matter to go ahead and redo that back. I don't know yet. So anyways, that's an update on the 2017 Nissan Frontier. Just a quick update. My mechanic is into fixing these Honda scooters, the arrows and all that. So he got this one, he got the decals off. He heat treated the plastic, kind of brought it back to life. It has like a nice sheen to it, By no means is this perfect. Kind of has a little bit of a patina to it. A couple of nicks and stuff. But it is all back together. It's detailing it up. He's kind of in a cross whether or not he wants to pull it apart and repair the panels, and do we want to refinish it, refinish the white panels or not. So it's in really good shape. He'll probably have a few of these up for sale this next spring. Today Mikey's coming in, so I'm probably not going to be working on this today, so you guys won't see an update as far as that being prepped or painted by tomorrow or anything. So we won't be refinishing this until probably Thursday morning. Mikey's coming in today, so we're going to be working on the DC GSR 4-door Integra sedan that we painted green. I'm going to be doing a little bit of sanding and buffing on it, as well as applying the DOHC VTEC decals and hopefully a couple other things. So you guys might not see that in the vlog this week, but I will try to update you as soon as possible on that. I am planning on having him work on the 95 Civic. This is a right-hand drive, turbo, nitrous powered B16 Civic. I'm thinking we are gonna get the glass put in this car in the next week or two, I hope. So I kind of think I want to have him work on the nitrous system. Now I just want him to wire the nitrous solenoids. We have a purge solenoid, a nitrous solenoid, as well as the fuel solenoid as well. That's tapped off the stock fuel system. And I want to plumb it into the intake here, into the charge pipe. So mostly I want him to run the wiring. So that's probably what I'll have him do today. I'd like to give you guys an update on that, just to try to wrap this Civic up, get it to where I want to be so we can get it out for tuning again. I lied to you guys. I didn't finish the Integra last week. I really tried, but I got so busy, but I did get further on it. I finished buffing out this quarter panel. It's looking really good. Finished the trunk lid. I'm working my way down this quarter panel. I still got the tailgate, or the bumper filler panel in the rear, as well as this quarter panel and door. So I really have about 2 panels left, really, ideally. So really close, hoping to have a little bit more time tomorrow after I prep the Nissan. I'll get the Nissan prep mass in the booth, ready to paint for Thursday morning, and I'll stop, and I'm sure I'll have a few more hours of the day to jump on this and hopefully finish up the wool step at least. Foam pad polishing doesn't all take that long, so not too worried about that. Now, I already got our paint mixed for the 2017 Nissan Frontier. The paint code is K23. Now you can find that code on the driver's side door jamb on the decal that also includes the VIN number and all the information on the vehicle as well. Most vehicles you can find the paint code there. A lot of GMs and Chevys and GMCs, you'll find the paint code in the glove box. Some vehicles, including actually the Camaro, you'll find the paint code in the trunk. So a lot of Volkswagens and Audi paint codes in the trunk. Subarus can even be on the passenger side as well. So not every car's in the same spot, but they're all relatively fairly in the same spot for the make and manufacturer. So here's our heavy texture chip guard from SEM. The part number is 39793. This is the heavy texture chip guard. You can't top coat it quickly. You got to give it about 30 to 45 minutes to cure before you top coat, or you can end up with some reactions. So with our temperature right now, you're probably going to see me, which is why I'm not going to prep it and paint it tomorrow, because the chip guard's going to have to set. So I'm just going to save the painting for Thursday, and we are going to let it set for about an hour before we start applying our color. So we're going to put the brand new fresh chip guard on the lower portion of the fender and the bedside, and you guys will see that in later this week. Now inside the booth we have our 2014 Hyundai Elantra GT hatchback front bumper cover. This bumper cover is brand new, painted out really nice. Really happy with it. So overall pretty good. I got a couple dust particles. Ideally I wanted to paint the bumper cover where the Del Sol is, but it was pretty nasty last week with the snow and everything, so I didn't have to pull cars, open the doors, lose our heat and everything. So I just covered the Del Sol, left it in the booth, pushed it as far forward as I could, and got some room behind it to spray the bumper by the exhaust. But I do notice that painting, the closer you are to the intake filters, the cleaner and the better the job's coming out. So ideally, I didn't want to have the bumper cover back here, but overall it came out really good. And really happy. Got a couple spots I'll probably sand and buff on it, but nothing major. So really happy with it and pleased how that came out. So anyways, if you guys want some merch, hit me up. I got a couple beanies coming. Should be here this week, just like this one. If you guys want a beanie and you want to support the Nitro movement, please get a hold of us at nitroautolab.com. You can email us at nitroautolab@gmail.com. Message us on Facebook, Instagram, I don't care. We got shirts, hoodies, t-shirts, hats, dad hats, trucker hats, beanies, you name it. We're gonna have lots more merch and designs coming as well. So I appreciate everybody that's helping support the movement. And real quick, I won't spend a long time on it, but we do have some new truck parts. Now, Mikey came in last week on an extra day, and he was able to get the tune-up done on the truck. We went ahead and did the plugs, the wires, the cap, the rotor. We changed the thermostat. We changed the alternator belt. We changed the oil. We did a bunch of things on the truck. We took off the carb. We cleaned it. We did a little bit. We changed the fuel filter. We adjusted the carb a little bit. Got it to idle a lot better. Adjusted the choke. So we did a lot of things. It's running really good. Worked out really good for me in the snow. It's going through a little bit of oil. Could be burning it just a little bit, but nothing major. It's not really like a choo-choo train or nothing. So it's not leaking it. So the motor is probably getting a little bit old and tired. So one day we'll probably be switching out the motor. But overall, I give it a 9 out of 10. We got some LED headlight bulbs. I did get the wrong ones. I'm not really happy with these ones. These ones don't have the resistor. These are the 6000Ks. This is the same brand that I always get, Iron Walls. They work really good. I've had sets that have lasted for years. I've never actually even had a set that went bad yet, knock on wood. But the thing is these ones don't have like a resistor over here like the 6500K. So these are 6000K. They're 4-sided LEDs. These are for the truck, but they are the ones that I didn't really want. So I might try them out just to see how they do since we have them already. But if they aren't as bright as the ones that I put in everything else, like my Hondas and my daily driver car, every car I've ever had, I put them in. I put them in my girlfriend Carmen's car. So anyways, we have that. We also have a new headlight switch. I noticed my dash lights are a little bit, when you adjust the switch, they're a little bit finicky, and my dash lights will go on and off. If you kind of have to find the sweet spot. So I got a new headlight switch as well as a new headlight knob. It's a billet knob. Nothing really wrong with my other knob, but I wanted something pretty. Now I got the OEM ashtray and ashtray insert because someone had put a water temperature gauge in mine. So I'm going to be removing that in my truck and putting this in. We have a new dome light cover. We have a brand new Chevy emblem bow tie for the front grille, because we are going to be refinishing the grille and making the front end of that thing look really good. That's all the details are in the trim, guys. We got new wiper blades. I already got one installed on the wiper arm. I had one bad wiper arm, so we just got the other new wiper arm. So we'll be installing this and putting the wiper blade on. We also have a billet rear view mirror. The truck was missing the rear view mirror when I got it, so we got a billet one. Looks kind of era specific. It's got the day and night mode, of course. Comes with the glue to install it. So yeah, really happy. We also got our collector vehicle plates. Really pumped about this. I never have to buy tabs again. Comes with one plate for the rear. You don't have to buy tabs. There are restrictions as far as how many times you're supposed to drive the vehicle and what kind of uses you do to while you have the vehicle. You're not necessarily supposed to go take it out and go for garbage dump runs and stuff. It's kind of for like car show purposes and very temporary driving and stuff. But you know, you can kind of there's loopholes. So anyways, guys, really pumped. Get pumped on the truck, get pumped on the Civic. The integras are almost done. I know it seems like sometimes the stuff takes a while, but this is real life stuff. We also run a repair shop here, so we have a lot of repairs in and out through the day, which you don't see a lot of. So I'm just giving you guys kind of updates every other morning or so on what's going on. So a lot of the fun stuff that you guys want to see, I don't necessarily always have time to work on it. So get excited though, guys. I'm excited. Spring's up on us, and I'm planning on having a lot of things be finished as well as some new projects be started. So like this video, comment down below, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one. Rah!
Ooh, like LeBron, though, or like Bonzo. Ooh, I'm a baller, yeah, shot caller, yeah. They love me, you can't touch me, nah, can't trust me. I'm too lucky. Look at me, look at you, what you see, what you do.